Oh, it's on. This was supposed to be just a simple rear main seal replacement. And it's turned into a laundry list of buying parts that aren't the fun kind, unfortunately. But it is what it is. She needed some love and she's going to get some love and we're going to get her back on the road. That's all there is to it. Let's just dive right in. Today we're working on a 60LS. It's a 2003 model. Don't know if that matters to anybody, but that's what it is. It came out of my 1954 Bel Air here. That's a 4-wheel drive Bel Air if you didn't know that. We're not doing anything super crazy with this motor, but we are prepping it because she's got to go back in here real soon, like, because we need this back on the road. Broke off exhaust manifold studs. That's what we're starting on because we got to get them out. There's two on either side, both the end ones. It must be a common problem with these guys. I'm not sure if they broke because somebody was trying to take them off or if they just broke because that's what they do. I don't really know. This is literally my first LS motor I've ever worked on, so we're gonna find out how hard it is to get these guys out. So we're just gonna go for it. These right here, yeah, these guys, these are extractors. Have you ever seen extractors before? Let's raise you up a little bit. I bet you have, most people have. They go over the broke off bolt threads and they have a reverse bite on them, so when you back them off, it'll bite down and really grab that bolt. You'll notice one is missing. Yeah. I distinctly remember using that one, extracting a broken bolt from something I can't quite remember, seeing it, the bolt still stuck in there, thinking to myself, I will deal with that later, and setting it down. I remember all those details, except where I set it down or how long ago that was. The very, very important stuff you need to find it. So I guess we ain't using these today. So we're gonna resort to the old vice grips here and hopefully we got enough bite to get them out. Oh, that one's turning, look at that. It's not even trying to struggle. I did douse them down with a little wiener schnitzel. A lubrication, I would call it. Because I like things to be slippery. Sure wish I hadn't lost that extractor. That'd be really handy right now. Nothing to it. How do you think this one's gonna go? Can you even see that one? Will this be as successful? Yeah? For the record, I am not the one that broke these. Unless they made a tool you could slide on there and rotate that out with. Oh wait, they do. Yeah, this one sucks. There's two, we're doing good. Yeah, that's not moving. Oh my god. Oh, got it. I got it, thanks for the help. All the way over, come on. Literally the exact same tool. Must be an LS thing. We gave him a good old dousing of a little lubrication. Hopefully that stuff's penetrating right into the hole there and helping us out, because these ones look a little crustier than the other side did. I'm not sure if it's gonna help or not, but I'm willing to try. In other news, because there's more great news we're finding, this is not good. This is looser than never mind. We're just not even gonna go with it with those dirty jokes. But that should not be like that. That should be stiff and rigid. Maybe a little wiggle to it because it's worn out and old. But this one's just plain up giving up the goat. It's just junk, no more. So there's more money spent on not fun stuff. So we're gonna ignore this problem for now because can't do anything about it anyways. And we're gonna work on this because we're still working on that. Yeah. Fun! Old cars are fun! Now, I might not think I'm a very good fabricator, because I'm not. I am, however, a pretty good problem solver, I think. What we have going on here is we need to get the oil out of the oil pan, but at the plugs at the back of the motor, the oil pan won't sit on the engine holder, so that's got to sit to the side. So I found a piece of exhaust pipe I'm not using. I should be able to pop that oil plug out of there. That thing should mousetrap funnel down into the frickin' oil pan right there like it's supposed to. Like, I even put a bungee cord on there for safety. I think this would be OSHA approved. Sometimes a guy's gotta be resourceful. Now, if I could just get this oil plug out without messing the whole funnel system up. Oh, why is that so tight? Oh, is it because I'm going the wrong way? It's because I'm going the wrong way, isn't it? God, idiot. No, I wasn't. I was going the right way. That is tight. Who did that? Oh yeah, that was me too. Here we go. See if the idea works. Golden. Look how perfect that is. Right out of the pan, down the exhaust pipe, nothing but oil catch tray. Sweet, look how clean that oil still is. I'm surprised there's so much in there, honestly. Before you go giving me garbage about the old Fram filter there, because everybody hates on Fram, I get it. I don't know why, they're for real ass men. It says it right there, F-R-A-M. It's like sometimes you want that steak dinner and you really, really want that steak dinner. But you can't afford that steak dinner, so you settle for beef ramen. I settled for beef ramen. It happens sometimes. You live with it and you move on. Honestly, when I get this filter drained here, we're just gonna slap that baby right back on there. Just to keep any dirt and debris out of everything, you know? But I wanted the oil out, that's for sure. The oil looks pretty good. It's still pretty clean. I changed it before rad stock. Whoa, that was almost really bad for me. Almost. Yummy. It's very possible you're sitting there thinking, surely he's gonna come back and clean this up some more, probably hit it with the pressure washer and some parts cleaner and, you know, some degreaser maybe even, and really spiff her up. He might even go all out and get some spray paint and do a Craigslist rebuild on her. Nope. And the main reason for that is I'm kind of bored with that part of the project. My brain said, this is not fun anymore, let's stop doing it, and that's all I can think about is not doing it anymore, so we stopped. But anyways, we can't do a whole lot more. I'm waiting on parts. The only thing that showed up so far is the dipstick tube, and we need more of that. I don't really want to take that oil pan off until we're ready to put the oil pan back on. You catch my drift? My garage isn't super, no, it's super messy. So I don't want to take any chance of getting any debris in there. So I want it here so we can take it off, clean the pan up, put her back together. That seems like the smart way for me to do it. We're just on standstill, waiting. Should I paint the frame rails and stuff, make that all look pretty? Nope, that ain't happening either.
The next day.
Round and round we go, where we stop, only I know. We should actually have a bucket prepared for more coolant that comes out. Just in case. I'm sure that'll completely miss, but at least I tried. Oh. That was scary. That was really scary. See? Yeah, I can't even get the bucket under there. It's not gonna work. Okay, who cares? Let's just get this torn apart. I've never taken an oil pan off an LS before. Should be easy. Oh, let's just, yeah. I got it in the bucket. Look at me. That'll probably drain for a little while. It's got a steady flow. Steady, small stream. Oh, it's already starting to cut out. All right, I'm gonna get to work. All right, let's see what we're dealing with here. Oh my God, there's so much garbage in that oil pan. A lot of, hopefully, sludge. I don't see a whole lot of silver, so that's good probably. I'm guessing carbon and sludge buildup. It's probably had some neglect in its life and now it's getting used really well. We're not gonna panic about it though. We're gonna focus on what we can focus on. We're gonna do what we came in here to do, and then we're gonna move on. The only thing I'm gonna do internally on this motor is, they say there's an O-ring in here on the pickup you should replace if you have the oil pan off, because it can get old and it can do a little blow-by or something and you can lose some oil pressure. This thing has great oil pressure, never misses a beat. Knock on wood if I could find some wood. So we're just, like I said, we're just making sure the oiling problems are resolved, or at least the oiling of the outside of the motor problems are resolved. Yeah. All right, what am I doing here? What size is that, do you think? 13 maybe? But they have a torque spec. Give it to me. Let's make sure the socket's clean, huh? How about that for an idea, Simon? Let's not put dirty, gritty stuff in there. There, socket is grit-free. Beautiful. Boy, that would really suck if I dropped that bolt down there. That would make me cry. Got it. The O-ring didn't even stay on, the O-ring came off. Probably a good sign that it needs to be replaced. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up here and see how we're looking. This is why you always have the camera rolling. Apparently brake cleaner is flammable. Whoops. We're having a bit of an issue. Of all the things that could go wrong, it's the dipstick tube not wanting to come out, which is being the biggest pain in the ass. We're just trying a little heat. I don't want to get excessive and get the big old torch out here and melt some stuff down, but I've been beating on it. I've been at brass punches on it, direct hammer hits to it, and nothing's moving it. So now we're just trying a little bit of heat, see if that'll free it up enough, because she does not want to move at all. I know there's an O-ring in there, so hopefully we don't melt that to the ground, but it's got to get out of there somehow. She just doesn't want to give it up. Yeah, that's going to break off in there, and that's going to be frickin' amazing. How do we get that out of there? Not ideal. Not ideal, Simon. Damn it. This is how things snowball really fast. I did not want to get this far into the motor. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, now before I lift this off of here, everybody put your blinders on, because that's the only problem we're focusing on. If you see something else that's a little amiss under here, I don't want to hear about it. Looks like an upside down motor. Oil pan off, oil pan on. Done. But no, I have to have one with the dipstick doesn't want to come out. I wonder where those black ashy stuff is from. You know what they say, if at first the heat didn't work, try some more heat? I don't know. I have a big cutting torch, but wouldn't you know it, I ran out of gas. That is fun. Super happy about that. You know what this is from? It's because those exhaust manifold bolts came right out of there without any effort. So now I get to deal with a rusted in, seized up oil dipstick tube. On the bright side, at least the motor's out so we can get her done. Hopefully. Oh, too close. I did look into the old YouTube University, and most people say it's the O-ring in there that gets whatever, stops it from coming out. To me it looks rusted. Straight up rusted. So my plan, whether it works or not, we're going to pound an extractor in there and see if that'll get it out for us. It might have enough bite, probably not. We're going to try though. But first we're going to get her nice and toasty and rosy hot. Is that hot enough? My official answer? I don't know. Probably would have been smart to have the wrench out here for that. Well, that did absolutely nothing. That didn't even try and bite into it. Oh, come on. Come on. Just freaking nothing. Zip, zilch, nada. Oh. I'm running out of ideas. This is just amazing. Amazing. Whoa. We might need to go fill the tanks and get more heat on that guy because she ain't budging. So I think we might have made progress. I shut the camera off a little too prematurely. After I shut the camera off, I sat there and stared at it about, I don't know, 45 minutes. And then I had the thought, maybe I should just put more power to that extractor, you know, like an impact. And I thought the impact's probably a bad idea, Simon. Bad Simon. Bad Simon. Don't use the impact. And I thought, what if I just put the old breaker bar on here and give her a twist? And it wasn't going, and then now it's moving. I mean, it's not out yet, but it's moving, so that's a good sign. That means the rusty connection has let go. Now we've got the problem of is I probably got it so mangled on the goddamn inside I can't get it out. We've made progress. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera very well, but it's actually moved out. So we should be able to get that out. I just got to get that mangled section out of there and make her hat and captain and get this thing done. How do we fix that now? Can we just clamp it down with a pair of vice grippies? A pair of vice grippies? Give her a little rotate here. Oh, you know what? We can probably just... I got an idea. Oh, I'm getting excited. Oh, that ain't working either. Damn it. What do we do? I should have done this first. Why didn't I do that first? Why didn't nobody tell me to do that first? Yeah, we got her all mangled in there now. That's awesome. Okay, what are our other options then? Because that ain't gonna work. Do you think we can snip it off the end out here and then pull her back through the other way? We're gonna do the old multiple layer option here because I think that's the safest play because there's gonna be sparks and metal debris. It should be a really relatively quick cut, but we ain't need no issues here, people. To be real honest with you, I am nervous that if I cut that off out here, I'm gonna screw myself, like it won't fit all the way through then. Oh. Why do you have to have so much anxiety, Simon? Stop worrying about everything and just freaking make it happen. This is working. This is working, people. Got it. Hell yeah. I'm so happy. My God, that was way more work than it needed to be, but it's out. Carry on. All right, now what were we doing? Oh, prepping for a new oil pan gasket. Yeah, let's get that done. Now, no more delays, Simon. Stop screwing around. Playing with your stuck hole and everything. Jesus. Well, the good thing is I'm going to put some silicone right on these seams because that's what everybody says you should do. The downside is my silicone's been unused for so long. Even though I had all the tricks to keep it, you know, cork itself, it's down into here where it won't come out. So we got to just punch her a hole in the side of the package, get what we need, make it work, and hopefully it doesn't dry out before we need it for the other side because, you know, we got to do that yet. Yeah, I have no faith that that's not going to leak. But honestly, as long as it leaks less than it did, I'll be pretty happy. I'm not positive there's a right and a wrong way for this gasket. It doesn't really say. Actually, it can only go one way. Never mind. Check how clean this guy is, though. I mean, I went down to the local spray and go and gave her a little spritz. It's not perfect, but it's pretty clean. You know what we should probably do? We should probably put the windage tray thing back in there. That would be smart. Slow down, Simon. This is supposed to be in there, the thing, and yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm only going to 109 inch-pounds, or 106. I forget what it is. And I am nervous that I'm going to hear click snap. Too far, Simon. Always too far, Simon. In the hole. Stop moving. I think we're there. Then we just get our 4 corners in. We're good. We're good, Simon. Just relax. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be hunky-dory. Oil pan alignment and torque. Critical. How do you align it? Is there an alignment tool? I guess I'm not gonna sleep tonight worrying about that. I got silicone on it. We gotta get her down now. So nervous I'm gonna break something. Beautiful. Fingers crossed no leaks there. Brand new GM dipstick tube. I was just gonna get an aftermarket, you know, like a Dorman one or whatever, you know, those help me kind. And I'm like, you know, if I can get a GM one for about the same price, that's what we should do. And that's what we did. Oh yeah, just like it's supposed to be there. It's that factory fit you like, you know? And not one, but 2 new motor mounts. I was gonna try and skimp out on one and then I changed my mind. I hope these aren't side specific. No, they look pretty symmetrical. And then there were 2. Oh yeah. This old girl's not gonna know what to do with herself. It's like mama's got a new pair of shoes, baby. We got some shiny parts on there now. We got some things fixed. Hopefully we didn't create new oil leaks because that would be embarrassing. Oh, the question is Simon gonna be able to flip this motor over by himself? There's his old ass getting weak. I wonder if it's time for dinner yet. Nope, sun's still up, so that's probably not the right answer. Yeah, let's just take a break right here for a second. That sounds like a good idea, Simon. Oh, you dirty. Dirty puppy. Come on. Ah. Ah. Oh, you're getting there. You're almost there. Keep going. Keep pushing. Ah. Got it. That wasn't so bad. I'm kidding. That was miserable. Well, we're sitting pretty good with the old LS motor over there. Fortunately, I decided to do the cam position sensor because that is leaking as well. I could do that in the car, but it's so much easier sitting on the floor, and it's supposed to be here today. So we wait, but we don't not do nothing. If you followed along with this at all on my social media, I've been having some misfire issues and some constant running like crap issues, and I've narrowed it down. It's the old injector connector plugs, because the main culprit was cylinder number 8. I replaced it with a new connector plug. Problem went away. Well, now, since Ratstock, we've got cylinder 5, cylinder 7, cylinder 1, cylinder 2. They're all doing the same gall darn thing. So, when I wiggle the wires, straighten the wires up, problem goes away. So it's either the wire at the connector or the connector itself causing the problem. I went and spent the money, bought a whole new set of connectors for all the cylinders. We're just gonna take them all, switch them all, eliminate the issue, hopefully for any future problems. Will this be the last of it? Not likely. Let's be realistic. But it's the least I can do to hopefully prevent running like crap garbage. Yeah, I need a razor blade. Thought I had everything I needed, but as usual, Simon, you're not prepared. Well, that was pretty painless, other than the fact that I sliced my finger open, so I got a cool new Band-Aid on there. That's awesome. I'm surprised it's not bleeding through. She was practically a gusher. Anyways, they're all done. They're all swapped out, heat shrinked, rewrapped as best I could. I didn't want to wrap them all the way up in case I needed a little more flex. Both sides even all of them done, except for the one I had already previously done with the stock GM one. Yeah, those wires are probably excessively long, but I didn't want to change it. Call me lazy. I'm good with it. So that should, fingers crossed, hopefully take care of all my injector circuit misfires that I've been dealing with for the last year. Am I convinced? No, I'm not, because I've fixed a lot of things that I thought fixed it and it came back. The only thing that hasn't come back is miss on cylinder 8. So fingers crossed and knock on wood and all the superstition stuff. Get my lucky rabbit's foot out, which I don't have. We got it fixed. Let's just hope we got it fixed. But I am at a stalemate. I'm waiting on parts. I need that sensor. I want to put that sensor in before we put the motor back in. Like I said, I don't need to. I just want to because it'd be way easier for this guy, and this is the guy that I'm worried about. So here we sit and wait. Is it here yet? Let me just check my notifications. Nope, still not here. Damn it. You would most likely assume that I would take all these old connectors that I cut off and just chuck them in the garbage. I will not. I will not. The hoarder in me, the you might need that one day in me, just won't let me. So we're just gonna keep them, just in case, spares. You know, I could have used some of these when I was doing the old injector testing on Scotty's truck, so we're just gonna keep them in case we gotta make a little plug or something. And I got one brand new one in here yet, so they'll be fine. We're just gonna keep them stashed in a drawer. They don't take up much space, don't judge me. do what I want.